although Aikido seems very fluent, very fluid, there's a lot of movement in Aikido. When you walk into a dojo and you see people practicing, there is also stillness in Aikido. As you mentioned, in Tai Chi, in Aikido, there is also stillness, and actually training begins with a brief period of meditation in Seiza, when you stay kneel down on the mat, on the tatami, and you practice both your breathing and also you're trying to clear your mind to prepare yourself for the coming practice session. So there is stillness at the beginning of a training session, and then there is also stillness at the end of the training session, where after the master calls Keikoji, as in like set up your uniform and go into Seiza, line up and kneel down in a kneeling position, and again fold your arms and close your eyes and try to regulate your breathing back again to a more relaxed and maybe a more stable breathing after your physical effort. So there is stillness in Aikido too, and I love that, but also maybe it's one of the very difficult parts of this martial art, because to stay still for a minute, half a minute, some masters would even make you sit still for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Apart from the aches and pains on your knees and on your back, your mind is also running wild. So it is an amazing self-awareness practice. And it is very similar, I believe, with what Tai Chi Chuan is trying to achieve through Qi and meditation. Yoga also, to a very large extent, tries to teach practitioners to regulate their breathing, their posture, and also their thoughts.
I was saying, yes, all these, they are part of the whole. All these complete each other, all these arts. And all of them taken separately, they act as a whole. So this is a wonderful concept of union. As you said, harmony and union, Aikido. So this is also Tai Chi, this is also Aikido, this is yoga. All these methods, they take us to the path of wellness, to the path of symbiosis with an opponent, with a partner, with a business partner, and so on and so forth, with life itself.